All right. Welcome back, guys being dudes. We are back on a Friday. Gentlemen, I can hear Bobby chuckling through the intro, but today we are going to be talking some March Madness, opening day ball, NFL flag, who's playing in it. We got a ton to cover. But first, gentlemen, how's your Friday going, boys?
We got a 4-box.
Let's go.
We got a 4-box. I was laughing because I'm over here. So me and Wingo are on the StreamYard, and I'm like, he's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi, but my laptop's working. And I'm like, what? And he keeps freezing and disappearing. I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know. It says I'm not on Wi-Fi, but it's on. So.
Dude, Wingo somehow figured out how to use Wi-Fi without Wi-Fi. It's a new discovery that even he doesn't know what it is. But we're rolling with it, baby. We are rolling with it today.
He's going again.
Yeah.
He's going
No.
again.
No. What happened? God darn.
Wingo. Oh, no.
Honestly, if it stays like this, we're good. We're gonna have a black box in the corner.
Pooch, get a picture of Wingo, and you can get a picture of Andre, and just put them there, like just crop one, and just like they're just gonna be. We'll shoot stuff at them, and
like the Ben Stiller cardboard cutout on Dodgeball.
Exactly.
Oh, he's back.
Oh wait, where is he? Show the 4-box, Pooch.
Boom!
Yeah.
We're never going to start the show at this pace.
Yeah. No. I love it. Hey.
This is the show.
Yeah, screw it. Do it live, baby. I love it. Well, you know what, Wingo? I'm gonna toss the first topic to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna kick off first topic. It's March Madness. All right, we have entered the Sweet 16. A few games already happened last night, and we've got a few more today. So we'll start with the games last night, and then also just kind of want to talk about there's a couple teams that are looking really good right now and who are poised to make the full run. But Wingo, I'm kicking it to you first. With the teams available or left right now, who's looking the best?
Yeah, so obviously I got to bring up my school, right?
Oh, that's right.
What do we do? Right? They just were not. They didn't come out hot. Iowa just out physical them. I know everybody saw the big swole guy in the jersey. Mm-hmm. But yeah, a big disappointment there on their end. But the team that I obviously love and everybody does is Duke, right? Duke's been hot. They got the young coach. I think that they're still going to pull away, but I do have a lot of hopes in seeing St. John's. I feel like they're a team. I think it was 99 is the last time they were this far, and they've always kind of gotten to. Correct me if I'm wrong, but always gotten to. The tournament, always had a good roster, and then never been able to kind of pull it off. So I think this is going to be the deciding factor if St. John's is going to be able to go all the way, or Duke kind of just brushes them off the edge.
Wingo, yeah, I totally forgot that the Gators were probably the biggest upset in weekend one. Like in the sense of they're a 1 seed losing in the round of 32. That doesn't happen all the time. So yeah, that's a tough one for you. But I'm with you on the Duke St. John's game. I think that's the game that everyone has circled. Just obviously the St. John's story with Patino and getting to the Sweet 16, like you mentioned, for the first time in forever. And Duke, honestly, and Bob, I want to get your thoughts on Duke because obviously they're your mortal enemy. But Duke is banged up right now. They do still look like they're a very good team. They got the Boozer brothers. They're definitely very good. But I wonder if some of those injuries and their health are going to play a factor, if they can make the full run. And they've got a really good test with St. John's.
Yeah, my dad didn't have a lot of confidence going into the tournament, and he's a huge Duke fan, but they keep rolling. And I think they're down 2 starters, at least last I heard. I'm not sitting around on my couch watching Duke games. Not going to happen. But, yeah, they're rolling. And, another big thing that's crazy this year is there's no Cinderella stories. I think Iowa is the best story and like a 9 seed, which I don't really know if you consider that a Cinderella story, but they're playing good ball. I thought Houston might have a chance to make a run for it, and then they lost to Illinois, so that was surprising to me. And then UConn, you can never count out UConn, obviously, with the coach they have and the pedigree. UConn's going to be there, but they got a tough matchup. And then Michigan State, But dude, I mean, they're down a couple guys, and you got to see if they can make it to the finals, like you said. But Duke looks like the favorite right now.
Dude, I've got my favorite, or really the team that I picked to win March Madness is rolling right now, and it's kind of going, not under the radar is kind of the wrong term, but dude, Arizona looks disgusting. Like what they did to Arkansas last night, I remember like before the game, everyone was like, oh, Calipari's never, he's always covered when he's like a big dog or whatever. Dude, they beat him by like 20, dude. Like Arizona smoked Arkansas yesterday. They're rolling. Like nobody's even really put up any sort of competition against them. So I still think Arizona, in my opinion, is going to win this thing based on just what I've seen and how they're playing. But yeah, and then also,
and they got a secret weapon. We're forgetting about the secret weapon of Bronny James over there.
Oh yeah, we go.
No, not Bronny.
Bryce James, and he
also,
might, come out and do something crazy. So they got the spirit of LeBron over there. So I do kind of feel you on the Arizona wave.
Can you imagine a bright like he gets into the game and hits a game winner, dude?
How did the kid be?
He's going to go to the NBA next year.
Yeah,
and be on the Lakers.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I have a correction on St. John's. I believe they did make the Sweet 16 last year.
No, they didn't. This is the first time.
They made it last year. I'm looking at it right now because I remember they made a decent run. They beat Kansas in the second round to go to the Sweet 16.
Bro, what?
They were 5 seed last year.
The downside, upside of having a producer live on the show, David, is they'll stat correct you.
Also, I got one more thing. Like, I just want to show what else I got here, just in case.
No, Pooch, I think we've heard enough from you. All right.
No, but this is good. I have this in case Wingo goes down again. So I'm gonna pull that up in case Wingo goes down.
Yes.
I have a. Not that Wingo, bro. And he's frozen. I need it right now.
No, he didn't get. He saw it and logged off, dude. He saw his pick and logged off, dude. Look at him go. But yeah, dude, and Bobby, kind of to touch on your point about like not having any Cinderellas. I'm with you. There isn't that team, right? High Point was the fun story of the first round. Yeah. And then, they kind of immediately got knocked out. So Iowa does kind of fit that role in the sense of, Iowa's a big school, but they're not necessarily known as like a huge basketball juggernaut, honestly, outside of Caitlin Clark. So, Iowa men's basketball, as a 19, making it to the Elite Eight and beating who they beat, right? Like beating Florida, like that's a huge team. So I guess that's our biggest Cinderella, but I'm with you. There's not, there isn't that story hasn't happened this year. And honestly, even last year to an extent, it wasn't as crazy as years past.
And beating Nebraska. I mean, Nebraska was hot too. So
that's true. Yeah.
They were kind of on a run themselves. I know they're a 4 seed, so it's a little different, but Nebraska was playing good ball. So Iowa beat Florida, then Nebraska, who was hot. Iowa deserves to be there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, Bobby, who are you going with? Are you saying that Duke? You said Duke's the favorite, but who do you think's going to win? Like in terms of who would you, if you had to pick one team right now to ride with?
To the Elite Eight, or are we going like all the way?
All the way. I want all the way.
All the way?
That's tough. I mean, I'm looking at the bracket here.
He's back.
I mean, look, Michigan can make a lot of sense. Arizona can make a lot of sense, but that's 1 seed. Duke's a 1 seed too. For good karma and maybe reversing some luck on our end, because UNC is going through it right now. I did ask for us to fire our coach. We fired our coach. Got that going for us. I'm going with Duke. 1, because as much as I hate Duke, I love my father. 2, if they hurry up and just get them one and get the hell out of the way, maybe things can start rolling again for UNC for a while.
Yeah. Listen, well, all we need is, Jordan keeps winning these NASCAR races, all right? Bobby, you made a call last time to get his ass to UNC ASAP. So maybe that's coming soon. So
dude, he won again. After the show Friday, he won it. He's won 4 out of the first 6 races this year in NASCAR.
That's the GOAT, baby.
Dude, what the hell?
Oh man. So Wingo, you rocking with Duke too, or who you got?
I'm changing my pick to Arizona.
Let's go.
I'm going with the James, the secret weapon. There's some kind of spirit over there that's in King realm, I feel that there's going to be some elevation in their play, and they're going to take it all the way.
I love it. Poochie, who you got?
I'm looking at the bracket now, and I think this matchup might determine who I'm going to ride with, but I'm pretty sold on either Michigan State or UConn making a deep run into us. I think UConn, obviously a pedigree. This guy just knows how to win at college basketball.
Hurley's
and their
crazy.
girls team, too. They're just disgusting. But Michigan State, they've been looming. Last year they made a good run. That coach, building a hell of a team out there. So I honestly think they're playing each other today.
Tonight, they play tonight. It's going to be a great game.
The winner of that might make it all the way. I really do think that those are two teams that can run the table, and they both have strong rosters and kind of building up to this,
Hell
and
yeah.
UConn just is always in the conversation. You can never count them out.
100%. I love it. Love it. So let's see. We got Sweet 16 finishing up tonight. Then the next 2 days we've got the Elite Eight. So kind of crazy that I think next week's Final Four and championship. So
I believe Final Four will be the week after next.
So what? They get 2 weeks off?
I was kind of looking at it. Well, maybe a little bit earlier because the actual final, I believe, is April 6th. Is the actual?
That's what I'm saying. So next weekend it's got to be the Final Four.
Back end of next week. Will be the end of it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All righty. Well, that's March Madness. We will move on to. Let's talk some baseball, boys. All right. MLB Opening Day was. Okay, actually, let's start here because they did the whole fake opening day thing where the Yankees played, the Giants on Wednesday night. Opening day should never be one night game. The best part about opening day is that you've got a full slate of baseball that is happening during the day. Like it starts at noon and goes all the way to night. I think that's like the most fun thing in the world where it's like you've just got baseball on all day. Yesterday was the real opening day, not Wednesday. But either way, MLB is back. Are you guys big baseball guys? Bobby, Wingo?
A little bit.
Yeah.
My love has left me for baseball because the Cardinals suck. And I'm a big Cardinals guy.
Really?
Yeah, the Marlins are just not fun to watch.
Yeah.
In the 2000s, when I was playing Little League baseball for the Little League Cardinals and watching Pujols smash balls into the grandstands, it was a lot funner to watch baseball. Nowadays, the Cardinals are struggling, so it's tough.
Yeah.
They had a good comeback, though. They ended up winning, I believe. I think they won yesterday. They had a little comeback win.
I think I did see that.
The John Jay effect.
There we go. Our boy John Jay. Shout out John Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, in my opinion, baseball, regular season is tough to follow, but I do think playoff baseball is very, very good. Depending who's in there. Like, I think the Phillies, like, when they get to the playoffs, like, Red October over there, like, that looks like electric. Like, I would love to go to a Phillies game in playoff baseball. But playoff in general, I mean, I just keep up, for the most part, keep up with the headlines. Obviously, we want to see home run races, guys, with sub-1 ERAs.
Yeah.
But avidly, like, knowing every single team verbatim, it's tough to follow. I mean, it's 182 games in the season. It's tough. It gets tough.
Which is crazy. What the hell are we doing here?
Yeah. Dude, it is crazy. Like, I mean, it starts now, right? And at the end, usually it's March, early April, and they play 162 games until October. Like that's the craziest season. It is like it's so hard, at least for me, right? I kind of fall in the same camp where I've lost my love of like following the MLB pretty hard. I grew up playing baseball. Like baseball was the sport that I've played the most. I played for like 8-9 years, and I can't keep up with it. It's almost too much at this point. But with that being said, I want to get more into it. All right, so we're doing this show, and I'm going to watch every single game moving forward. Every single game, 162 games.
Cap.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm going to the game tonight, and I don't remember the last time I've gone to a Marlins game. To be like literally the last time I was at Marlins Park was for the Panthers. So I actually haven't been to a Marlins game in a while, but I am excited because baseball games they're one of the most fun to be at, right? You've got we talked about the traditions last week, the hot dogs, Cracker Jacks, but I mean for me baseball, it's a fun one to attend. So I'm excited for tonight. You got to get out to a Marlins game, bro.
Little 9 beers, nine dogs,
we still
innings.
We still got to do that challenge 100%, 100%. So did you guys see yesterday the whole Skenes thing? Did you guys hear?
Yeah.
Bro, Skenes.
Yeah, it gets old. I don't know if this is true, but I saw a little controversy thing where, it was Livy Dune with another guy. And then obviously that opening day, Paul Skenes has a little hiccup. So I'm not sure if that was related or if it was even true. But he looked like he struggled, day one. And I think it was just a lot of pressure. His arm might have been tired. He did just play the World Baseball Classics. A lot of pressure going on, and then transitioning right to something that's a little bit different than going out there on the mound, just not having the confidence and just going down the hill and being pulled. So he's obviously a tremendous athlete. He's going to be able to come back from that, rest of the shoulder, ice it, kind of dial it back up, and I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you. I honestly haven't seen the Livy Dune thing, so Pooch, we need to pull that up. We need to look into that for research purposes only. Yeah, research purposes only. Look up Livy Dune. But yeah, dude, I was watching I actually was watching that game yesterday, and to be honest, it was kind of a mix because he also got screwed by his center fielder twice. Like I don't know his first name.
I was gonna bring up that O'Neal Cruz dropped a routine fly ball. And ended up resulting in runs,
dude. And he didn't engage. It was a line drive to center field, and he overshot it forward, so that he had to go run back and get it. Went over his head, bases clearing triple. Next play, drops a routine fly ball. I'm like, okay, how is that even on Skenes? But he was getting hit. So
yeah, but that's the story of his career. Even last year, his Cy Young run, his fielders sometimes leave him in the dust, and he won a Cy Young, and his team wasn't even close to making the playoffs. He kind of gets left. What's up, Bobby? Talk to me, Bobby.
No, I'm thinking you're right. Their team sucks, but they got the. It's kind of reminds me of Strasburg when Strasburg was with the Nationals back in the day, and it was you always watched him pitch, but you knew the Nationals just sucked.
Yeah,
it was the wildest thing.
Yeah.
If I was Skenes, I'd be like, Papa, what are we doing? Papa, what are you doing back here, Papa? Come on. Ayúdame, cojones, bro. Coño. Ayúdame.
Oh, man.
Dude, that sounded just like him.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he'll talk, too.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about Skenes, too, is that, whenever he, wins something or anything, he's got this serious face on, and he shows no emotion. It's just a hilarious thing. Everyone around him celebrating, he's just this deadpan straight face, and he's just an absolute missile of an arm. He's sick. He's definitely going to bounce back. But I do think there's some truth there, Wingo, in the sense of the World Baseball Classic stuff, because if I'm not mistaken, everybody who pitched in the World Baseball Classic, I saw something about they didn't have a great opening day, and it's probably, fatigue definitely plays a factor, specifically with pitchers. So I wouldn't, it could be a thing. He just needed a few more days off.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely a little bit of a different approach, because when you're going to play the World Baseball Classic, you're studying who your lineup is, right? How are you going to pitch versus certain guys? What certain pitches are going to throw more of, and then obviously getting back to your regular team, right? Getting back into that rhythm. Different coaches, obviously, are used to them, but it's just a whole different transition. And then focus on a specific team's lineup. That can somewhat have an effect on, not only just your mental, but your physicality and what your body's used to and what you're going in with the game plan. So definitely a lot on the shoulders. No pun intended, throwing the ball, but I'm sure he'll be all right.
Love it. Well, honestly, do you guys have any, before we move on from baseball, you guys got any favorites, or is it just the Dodgers? Is anyone going to beat the Dodgers?
Dodgers beat.
Yeah, is anyone going to beat these guys? It's crazy. Actually, I do want to get this your opinion on this, because I actually had this conversation the other day about the no salary cap in baseball, right? The fact that, the Dodgers and the Yankees, right? They're not the only teams. There's a bunch of teams that can do it. They just, they can build whatever team they want because they've got unlimited cash. What do you guys think? Should there be a salary cap, or is it, cool that it's all right, yeah, pay up, billionaire, you know what I mean? Get your bands up if you're not paying for a team like the Dodgers. So what do you guys think on the salary cap in baseball?
I think there's got to be a salary cap, just like all the other sports. I mean, when you have a team like the Dodgers, they can just spend and continuously re-sign these guys or go get more. So, to have a salary cap, not only does it, limit certain things, but it allows these smaller teams to be able to compete with the same caliber of talent that they have, right? We don't have 10 Paul Skenes on the mound. Like you just because you have the money to afford it, right? So let everyone have, the equal amount of talents and make these games more interesting. Make guys go to the World Series, different years. Let's not have the Dodgers. I mean, if I was an LA fan, would it be great to have the Dodgers go to the World Series 10 years in a row? Yeah, but eventually spread the love a little bit. Let's see some other teams get some action, get in the playoffs, and see guys take the spotlight a little bit.
First things first, I think really surprising take from an NFL agent right there. I thought for sure all the money, the better. But I appreciate you sticking to your morals there. For me, I'm torn between it because obviously competition-wise, it needs to be a cap. So everyone has the same means and the same ability. Look, you got $180 million to build the best roster possible. And that's kind of what makes the NFL competitive in other leagues, NBA. Like, you get luckier, you might draft better, but you got to do all those things if you're going to be better. You got to separate yourself with actual work instead of just writing checks. With that being said, I mean, the Dodgers are an absolute juggernaut.
They are.
And they do not care. Like, they're like the Warriors, but worse. Like, when they signed KD, it's like they lost to KD in the finals. Like, we need you to come over here.
Yeah.
And they signed KD and then win another championship. It's the same thing, except they're already winning. And it's insane, but it's kind of cool to watch. As a person who doesn't watch baseball every day, I kind of like anything to make baseball exciting. It works for me. And then part of me wishes we could do it because we're the Dolphins. And I feel like our owner will pay any price for a Super Bowl. So that would be interesting to see how much the NFL would change if there was no cap and we had the Miami, sell and pitch. It would be interesting. But competitively, obviously, you need a cap.
Dude.
I love that no matter what we're talking about, we will relate the Dolphins to Ellie. Like, it's like the LA Dodgers are amazing and they have all these guys. Why can't the Dolphins be like this? So why can't so I love that we just do that and incorporate that into all of our talks.
I love it too. And I wholeheartedly agree. Ross would be throwing bags. Like he would by the way, Tom Brady would have never been a Buck. Like he would have been in Miami. He might have been in Miami 5 years before, but Ross would have thrown $1 billion, like just to come to Miami. So yeah, it is. And I'm with you guys. Like in terms of competitiveness, I think that's what the salary cap does best in the sense of, it gives everyone an even playing field. But yeah, baseball, it's crazy. Like you can build super teams like the Dodgers, and I mean the Yankees can do it too. Like you've got these owners that can do it. So yeah.
I do have a counter. I do have a counter to this. I think the Dodgers are the first team in a long time that we've seen the salary cap actually result in winning World Series. But you've seen a lot of years where the teams like the Red Sox, the Mets, teams that have all this unlimited cap not really win or not really make it to the show, and sometimes even have bad seasons. So I think that since you've had teams that spend all this money and then not result in really automatic, World Series bids, they're like, okay, so a team like Toronto can go and win and make it over, the Red Sox and all these other teams, or you can have a team like the Braves build a team and do all this. So I think because of that, they're not going to change it because they have a product that shows that you don't need all the money to go win, right? You just need a good farm system, and then eventually your really good players will get poached by the Dodgers and they will win. But before the Dodgers went on this crazy run, it was a pretty mixed bag, and teams that were spending all this money weren't really winning. So they're like, why are we going to change the formula?
Yeah.
Even though I do agree that there should be a salary cap because of now the Dodgers have just exposed this and there's no chance that they can lose with the team that they have. But up until maybe the last 3 years, it wasn't really that much of a impact on the game because you had so many teams being competitive and they had these young guys, built them up, and eventually they lost them and now they're rebuilding them.
Well, it's essentially too. It's that's how the Marlins, right? When we won in 2003, they beat the Yankees, and the Yankees really were the Dodgers, right? They had this super team that they went and bought, and then they got beat by a bunch of guys who were obviously very good, but not making nearly as much money. And so they did it. They built it that way, farm system, yada yada. And then 2 years later, everyone's off the Marlins. So it's like you kind of need to find that spark. Yeah. But then realistically, with the no salary cap, those guys are going to make more money and get paid. So, and it's funny. We actually have. I'm not going to skip the flag one yet, but when we get to some soccer talk later. Soccer is another one that the MLS has, I believe, has a salary cap, but like most other leagues do not. Like in Europe, that's why so many people like Real Madrid, Barcelona, like they end up just getting
Saudi Arabia, $1 billion contract.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Ronaldo basically is making $1 billion to breathe every day. Like you know what I mean? Like they have unlimited funds. Like it's crazy. So yeah, but it's funny. Yeah, I think it's just soccer and baseball. I think every other sport for the most part has one. So cool. Let's move on. Team USA flag football. All right, there was this big event, right? It was I don't know where actually. I think it was funny.
It was in Vegas.
Okay, it's in Vegas. It was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, I believe, but they ended up doing Vegas. It was NFL players versus U.S. flag football players, plus some other celebrities like Logan Paul, Speed, I think was there. So it was like a whole thing. But the Team USA flag football team smoked everyone, and by everybody, it was a bunch of NFL guys too. So in general, the conversation about the Olympics, who should be playing in it, right? Should it be this USA flag football team, or should it be getting some guys that are pros, like imagine Lamar Jackson out there type stuff? But I will toss it to you guys first, Bobby. What do you think about this event? And if you had your choice on who should represent us in the Olympics, should it be some pros, or should it be the U.S. flag football team?
I will say this, boy, that was tough to watch. I really thought there would be no competition here, and them boys whacked the NFL players. Now, I will say, like many of those people have even said, the NFL's guys clearly did not understand like the rules, and they don't train for that style of game. But that's not don't take that away from them. They do train for it, which is why they're better and they're prepared. Also, it's kind of like this. Like the ways they got around being like their flag pulled and like their moves versus how Saquon gets to a defense are totally different. So like, I think it's like really impressive the way they play flag football, but I don't think like just as impressive as that is, they can't go play in the NFL like at all. Like I don't think that works at all.
100%.
But I was very impressed. The argument I guess would be I need to see how Lamar Jackson looks after 6 months of preparation. These guys did not prepare for it, but if they told 30 of the best NFL players, this is the game, got them in a building, practiced every day, I think maybe it'd be a little different. But as of right now, those guys should be doing what they do. They're the best in the world. That was obvious.
Yeah, I'm with I don't know if we lost Wingo or not. I can't see it on the screen. But
no, I'm here.
No, you're good.
He's just not moving. He's just so still.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
No, you're good.
I was locked in.
Yeah.
All right, so
He was so still. I looked over. I was like,
take.
fuck, do we lose Wingo again? I was about to pull up the picture just in case.
So I'll give you it. I think, those guys are super talented. They train for that. That's what they do, all their little hip movements and things. But if you did look, I saw a few videos. The NFL guys were out there just having fun. It's backyard football. They don't train for that stuff. They wanted to go enjoy it. The Team USA guys, they were out there to dominate. Like they were talking crap. They were prepared, and they knew that this was their chance to make a statement and like, hey, we're going to whoop up on these guys. We proved the world wrong, get that extra $100,000 bonus for their team winning. So I don't know. I think if the NFL guys really trained for something like this and spent their time understanding the rules, right? It's a lot shorter field. It's a lot skinnier field. We can't in regular football just pitch the ball 2 yards and get a first down or there's no offensive lineman and things like that. And they obviously knew certain plays and schemes that they could do to kind of catch them off guard. And there was a lot of retired guys out there, right? We got Luke Kuechly running around. I know he's still young. Tom Brady was out there slinging it. He was just having fun and trying to talk crap to Logan Paul. But I think if those guys, maybe mixed some of the NFL guys with the Team USA. Let's say we take a Mike Evans, right, and just let him be a goal line guy where they throw it up, right, and then keep Achane or somebody at running back, and then let some of the regular Team USA guys in. I feel like if we were able to mix the teams a little bit to what can help elevate their team, I think would be a good idea. But at the end of the day, those guys train for that stuff their entire life. They're good at it, and they should stick with it.
I'm with you both because it is playing flag, right? It like Bobby kind of alluded to, the evading of somebody trying to like avoid getting their flag pulled. It's a lot of quickness and shiftness that, a lot of these guys aren't. Like there was a guy who did like a full drop down, kept moving motion. Like it's crazy. Like it's a completely different way. Obviously in NFL, like you're going to tackle the guy. Like in this one, you can't do that. So like you got, and it's all about hip movements, and that's what flag is. And obviously these guys are really, really good at it. And it's actually like it's a skill to have, because it's like, that's that game. So it is funny, like, obviously you've got guys like Brady, and Brady was still slinging it, by the way. Brady, there was a throw that he made to Gronk. By the way, Gronk is somebody that, actually funny, I think Nico, who's the quarterback, friend of the show, who's the quarterback for the Team USA flag football team, he was, I think, on Levitard or something, and he was saying that the hardest person for them to cover was actually Gronk, because he's so massive. And like realistically, like, yeah, he's not probably going to evade your flag, like the flag, but you just throw it up, and like, who's going to stop Gronk from catching, a goal line fade? Like, there's no one to stop him. So, but I do want to do something fun, because I just kind of just popped in my head as Wingo, as you were listing some guys. Give me each like 2 to 3 guys. Like if you're building a flag football team from NFL players, like who are your first calls? A couple that Wingo said for sure, but I'll let you guys to go for it first. So whoever wants to go, Wingo, Bobby.
Yeah, let Wingo go. Wingo say.
Yeah, I'll give you
Let's go
5.
five. Let's go 5.
So I'm gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Darren Waller, Mike Evans. I like Tutu Atwell.
Wow.
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna go with who would be another one? JSN.
Nice. That's a freaking wait. But then who's your quarterback? Did you say a quarterback?
Oh.
No.
Me.
No, let's go, Wingo.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Bob. Who are your 5?
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, actually.
I was about to say, to talk about Lamar, I'm putting Kyler Murray out there. He's built for that game. He's got a rocket, but he's so shifty. I don't think, pound for pound, that might be the shiftiest man we've ever seen. So Kyler Murray, quarterback. You go to receiver, I'm going to get some size out there and some guy that you could just go to. Justin Jefferson. After that, it's kind of tough. You're just kind of looking for mismatches. You don't have the tiny, shifty part. We got to go mismatch. So you got to look for the biggest tight ends, the biggest receivers, maybe some like Nick Emanwari, a big safety out of Seattle, somebody that's like a freak on the back end that could just shut down a lot of stuff. Maybe we could bring out a bunch of our nickels. Maybe a bunch of slot corners would be better out there than maybe like your primary normal press man corners. That's probably how I go about building it.
Yeah, I'm kind of a similar note. A couple guys you mentioned, I would definitely go Gibbs. I would definitely go Achane too. Like I think Achane would be impossible out there. Quarterback, I'm with you. Like Kyler Murray, I think would be great. But I'd just love to see Lamar out there. Like Lamar Jackson playing flag is got
old.
Is he? No, Wingo. Hey, but you ready for my tight end pick? I think this guy's an absolute cheat code, and I think he'd be an absolute cheat code in flag. Give me Jonnu Smith. Size and speed. Dude, flag, give me Jonnu. And then I'd probably still go big. I'd probably go Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, JSN, right? Those guys. But I also think you need like a fast guy. If I can time travel, I would get Tyreek Hill from two years ago, because who the hell?
Tyreek has to be out there.
Who's going to keep up with Tyreek Hill, man? Like I'll get him now. Like injured. Like in a walking boot, I'll still put Tyreek Hill out there, because I don't know who the hell is gonna.
I'm taking Shaheed just to run go routes past everybody.
100%. Pooch, who's your 5?
I don't want to just repeat names, because I feel like all the names you guys
you're not
said
allowed to.
make sense.
You actually have to pick 5 completely different names.
Okay, I can do it. QB, give me Jaden Daniels, some guy that can run around. Receiver, I'm going that mismatch route, and he has size, speed. Put DK out there.
Oh,
put DK
right.
Metcalf.
DK would be
big boy that can run by people, go up and get it. I kind of like George Pickens out there too.
Yeah.
I think George Pickens will go out there, and these Team USA guys will be talking their crap, and George Pickens will be going right back at them. I need a little bit of attitude on my team. I need attitude, okay? And then defensively, I think Fred Warner will be a really good kind of like flag,
sorry, we didn't
middle
get
of the
flag
pack
puller.
linebacker. He can go off the receivers, can get those running backs out the backfield, maybe even go rush, right? And that's the thing. The big thing about flag, you have a free rusher. So you need a guy that's going to go out there and go get it. So my rusher is going to be Nick Bonito from the Denver Broncos, right? Speed rusher, can go out there, big body, get in the face of the quarterback. And I believe I'll get one more guy because I think I did 4, right? Oh, I
Just
lost count.
toss one out anyway.
Toss one out. Man, I think Alvin Kamara. Like, you're talking about time traveling. Give me like prime Alvin Kamara. I think that guy would be a menace to society.
Yeah.
So they're my
who's the guy
original
from the
5.
Saints?
They're my
Who's the
original
guy
5.
from the Saints? Tatum.
Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill. Versatile.
Hey, speaking of time traveling, how about prime OBJ out there, boy?
True.
Dude.
True.
He had that snatch.
Dude, OBJ would be a good one. Dude, honestly, I was kind of thinking of the pass rusher. Like, I'd honestly, like, just for fun, like, first off, he's a freak of nature. But just, like, think about, like, having nobody to block Myles Garrett. Like just sending Myles Garrett after the quarterback. Like, even if he's not – because usually you want a speed guy rushing because it's more about speed because you're trying to get there as fast. Myles Garrett is fast anyway. But, dude, imagine Myles Garrett, like, being a quarterback with no O-line and Myles Garrett is lined up just going to come chase you down, dude. I'll take Myles. Yeah, exactly. I'm like immediately just chucking up. Like, I hope someone's down there. So yeah, I love it. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, actually, one last thing because I did notice. I don't know if you guys saw this. They released the 2026 USA flag football roster, right? The guys that are going to compete for. I think it has to be cut to 12. I think it starts with like 36 and it comes down to 12. Did you guys see RG3 is on that roster? RG3 is going to try to make this team. I swear to God, RG3. Like, if you're going, I'm going through the roster. Like, it's a bunch of you know the flag players. And all of a sudden, in the middle, it's in his big hat. It's RG3. Like, I was like, all right, I guess RG. And honestly, RG3 in his prime was probably a perfect pick for flag football. So,
with that being said, those knees are shot. He ain't bending down doing. He's doing none of that.
Yeah.
He's doing none of that. Them boys were doing.
No,
he's out of here.
Yeah, he ain't beating our boy Nico. So yeah, all right, cool. And last thing on the main topics here, we've got Mo Salah leaving Liverpool, right? I don't know how big of soccer guy. Are you guys soccer guys? Let me start there because I'm a soccer guy, but I need to know if anyone else is a soccer guy. And I think Wingo is frozen again. Pooch, bring up the pick.
Is he frozen? I thought he was just standing really still. His statue.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an awesome phrase.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Is he there?
He's
He's
definitely not there. Like, that is, we are looking at a still of Derek Wingo. Anyway, Anyway, Bobby, you follow any soccer or no?
No, not really.
All right. Well, so then I will go into a little bit of Mo Salah. We'll keep it a little short here, but this guy is a magician. He plays on Liverpool. He's led Liverpool to great heights. Champions League, Premier League wins. I'm a Man United fan, and he's somebody who has kind of terrorized us at times. So this is a huge legend leaving a club that he's been at for a long time, right? Like, it's one of those moments of, like, to compare it to, like, honestly, like, let's just compare it to like a football thing. Maybe not to the level of like greatness, because Mo Salah is awesome, but I'm not saying he's Tom Brady here. But like Tom Brady leaving the Pats, is that's
right.
basically for Liverpool like what kind of an equivalent would be, like a legend that is so good. And honestly, he's still very good. Like, he's gonna go somewhere and absolutely ball out. Like, he almost won Premier Player of the Year last year. So like, he's still got it in him. But he's somebody who is disgusting, and it's definitely a big move in the soccer world. So I'm curious to see where he's going to go. Supposedly, I don't think it's going to happen, but supposedly there are rumors that Inter Miami is going to try to take a run at him. All right, imagine Inter Miami. I mean, if Inter Miami had Messi and this guy, like, I mean, why even play the MLS? Like, you know what I mean? But you're seeing it a lot more, right? Because like these guys that are kind of in their like kind of late phases that are still really good. are coming to the MLS. I saw Griezmann's going to Inter Orlando, whatever. I don't know their name, but the Orlando team. So a lot of these big names are making the move to the MLS. There's a lot more money being funneled into it. Obviously, with the World Cup coming to the US this year, so very interesting to see. Maybe he does make the move to the MLS, which would be cool. But yeah, it's definitely a huge news in the soccer world. So had to give it some shine because and also I will say. Good riddance, and I hate Liverpool. So,
Double Bobby.
Yeah, with all that being said, and I'm going to talk to Double Bobby. Fuck Liverpool, baby. Let's go.
You know what, Dave? You're talking about like trying to put this move in NFL terms, and I was thinking, I think it's like Peyton Manning leaving the Colts. I feel like that's closer
that's
to it, right? It's not the insane success Brady had some success. But when he left the Colts, I was like, damn, that's an end of an era.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good comp. Like, it's probably a little different because in soccer, like, I wouldn't say Mo Salah is like in right now. It's clear like outside of the Messi Ronaldo debate, right? But in terms of current players, it's the Haaland, Mbappe. Vinny, there's a bunch of different names to toss out there. There's just like a bunch of stars. Mo Salah is in that conversation. He'd be like, it's a top 10 player in your sport leaving a team that they've been at for forever. So the Peyton Manning one's not a bad comp, although Peyton Manning was probably like, the second best player in the league, but it's basically something like that. So.
And we got Wingo.
Hey, Wingo's back. Wait, we lost Wingo again.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, I like.
Damn.
No, but I prefer the face that he left us with. So just keep it up there.
That's mysterious.
Yeah. He's giving us a side eye. So
the problem is when he stays frozen for like 30 seconds, it kicks him out of the room.
Yeah. Oh no. All right. Well.
We'll go back to Double Bobby soon.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's back.
There he is. Wingo. Hey, Wingo. What are your thoughts on Mo Salah leaving Liverpool? Oh wait, he's back. Oh no!
They got him.
That's awesome.
Oh, let's go, Wingo. We got
you.
you.
All right, Wingo's back.
All right, let's go.
All right, Wingo. Hey, final thoughts. What are your thoughts on Mo Salah's end of an era in Liverpool?
Liverpool has just been selling overall, so we're just going to kind of let them part ways. And that's all I have for him.
There he is.
Frozen again. He's frozen again. That was good though. That was
backup Wingo picture.
That was yeah. I love it. That was soccer talk with guys being dudes.
We should ask Dre's opinion. Let's go to Dre real quick. What you doing here?
Oh my God, that's so good. By the way, Dre did text us. He did text us that his pick, because he's watching. His pick was Iowa State. To watch out for Iowa State in March Madness. That's what Dre said. Oh, but man, that was a good cut, Pooch. That's.
I got a couple questions for you, David, because I've been thinking about this. I meant to call you, but two movie questions actually.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Have you seen War Machine and have you seen Mercy?
So I have not seen either one.
I saw War Machine.
I want to see War Machine though. I haven't seen Mercy.
I saw War Machine.
What are your thoughts?
Dude, War Machine was incredible. Obviously, I love the actor. I love that he beats his neighbor's ass. But,
Oh, dude, that was crazy. I saw that.
Beat his ass, dude. Reacher, dude.
Dude, it's crazy too that the guy got his ass whooped and like, hold on. Shout out to Outcast.
No, it's because Wingo left the freaking lobby.
Oh no! Shout out Outcast.
No, but like, dude, it's an awesome movie. Like, like you can make new movies and twist it a little bit, but there's not really original ideas left. Like, it takes a lot to come up with an original concept. This movie, to me, anyways, is a true new idea, a new concept, and I really enjoyed it. Mercy. I don't think it got the rave reviews that War Machine got, but I thought it was interesting and once again a new concept. So really good. Chris Pratt was awesome in that one. So yeah, but War Machine was incredible. A really good movie, and it looks like it's going to have a second one.
Oh, I got to check it out. It's on Netflix. So you know what? I I might watch that tonight because like I love Alan Richardson too. Like I love Reacher. I love Blue Mountain State. Thad Castle, legendary character. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a watch tonight. Good.
It's good.
Hey, I've got a recommendation for you though, Bobby. You need to go watch Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I plan on it.
Dude, that movie is awesome. Like, that movie is badass. Like, one of the best theater movies in a long time. Like, go check it out, definitely. So
what's the plot on the Project Hail Mary?
Yeah, so I don't want to give too much away because I went in as blind as possible. Like, I didn't even watch any trailers.
Okay.
Like, I want you to experience that, but I'll give you kind of a base synopsis. It's essentially the world's going to end type plot in the sense of like, but years. Like, our son is dying. So the Hail Mary is the project that's essentially, like the word says, a Hail Mary, just a prayer send to try to save the planet by studying a son from a different universe. And that's kind of that's the intro of it. And then you'll see everything that kind of goes into it. It's a full space movie. And along the way, some of the different adventures that Ryan Gosling gets into in outer space. So it's really cool. The concept's really cool, and there's something I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who's watching, for you, that that's a big element of the movie that makes the movie for me. So it's a good watch. And when you watch it, let me know.
Yeah, I will be watching it for sure because my wife is a big Ryan Gosling fan, so
yeah,
we're definitely gonna be checking that one out. Plus, I know it's gotten rave reviews. Like, it's apparently really incredible.
It's really good. And if you want more reviews, head to Hondo's Blockbuster. But no, it really is, dude. You guys will like it. My wife's not a big movie person, but she is a Ryan Gosling fan. So we went to go see it, and she loved it. So yeah, it's cool. Cool. All right, let's kind of not close it out. We got a couple final things here, and we will start with Dude of the Week. All right. Dude of the Week is someone that we don't even know. The Cool Cat Cosmo Tires Dude of the Week is Iowa Man. I don't even know anything about this man. We know nothing about him. All I know is what makes him a dude is that he is clearly a diehard fan. And when he's watching Iowa go to the Elite Eight, and he's going crazy with his boy, like he's losing himself. Like it's an amazing clip. I don't know if we have the clip. We'll put
Easy. I got it right here, dude.
Poochie.
Easy.
Yeah. Let's go.
Iowa Man,
dude, that is an absolute Dude of the Week. You're with your boy, you're at the game, and like this is like, that was me during the Stanley Cup last year. Like that feeling is like none other. The feeling of being, obviously a diehard fan and watching your team achieve greatness. There is nothing like it. All right. So shout out to Iowa Man, dude. We had to give a shout out to a big fan, because that's what we are. We are big fans. So yeah, that is our Dude of the Week. Go for it, Bobby.
Let's talk about the fact that this dude's middle-aged, freaking wearing the freaking Guardian cap football helmet.
Let's bring it back.
Dude, he's got the basketball jersey on, the white tee underneath it, beating the shit out of his buddy, as I would. And dude, the freaking Guardian cap football helmet for no good reason. Dude, this is awesome. Everything about it is awesome.
It really is, dude. It really is. Like, oh man, the helmet's a nice touch, dude. It really is. It's like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh my god.
Dude, he's like, dude, how's he not throwing his fucking shoulder out? Like,
yeah. That dude is not feeling a single thing right now. He is in pure euphoria. Like, that man is on another planet. So I love it. Shout out Iowa Man, dude.
Shout out Iowa Man. We need to figure out who he is, because I don't think there's a name attached to it. But like, if this gets to you, bro, just show us a fit. Just come up with a Guardian cap on the show.
Yes.
Like, you have to wear the Guardian cap helmet.
Yes,
like,
please.
You can't come on unless you're wearing it.
If anyone has any connection to Iowa Man, please let us know. Because we need to get this guy on.
We need to.
Yeah.
I need it.
All right. So in the final thing that we'll touch on today, all right, we got a little debate of the week, and that is, there you go, Poochie, the best month of the year. All right, we are coming to a close in March. obviously March Madness. It's got its own name. But we want to take a look at, it's not even only sports related. Like I want to touch on like, everything that goes in it, weather, seasonality, holidays, sporting events, like what makes a month the best month of the year. Bobby, I'm tossing it to you first.
Yes, this one I'm actually happy about. For me, in my household, it's got to be October. Ooh. Big Halloween fans, the best movies, just kids on the couch, all the Halloween movies. Football season's peaking. It's the first crispy air month of the year. The best weather. It's not cold, but you're not sweating every time you walk out that house. For my house, it's easily October. October is our thing.
I love it. Because listen, I remember when we were doing our Stranger Things talks, like I know you're a big fan of not only like horror but like Halloween, like it's Halloween is one of those. It's just a blast like that. It's fun to dress up, get the house decorated, and like the vibes are immaculate. So when it comes to holidays, it's definitely up there. So October's a good month, and like you mentioned, football season. You've also got playoff baseball. You've also got technically. The start of both NHL and NBA, I think they start around October. So you kind of get that full cycle, which is cool. Pooch, what's your favorite month?
Man, this is tough for me. I'm kind of like stuck in between two. I really like May.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know why. I feel like May is a good month just because it's like, obviously like, it's kind of like that last month before you get into summer. Everyone's energy just starting to like gets up. Obviously here in Miami, se calienta, right? The people get on the boats more. The water's real nice. Everything just starts turning up, bro. The events start popping. And like once you get into June, and like this month in Miami is going to be crazy because like in May, you got the Miami Open, you got F1, and then like a month later, you got World Cup coming through. So like that whole month of May, especially this year, is going to be like a crazy sort of like build up in terms of stuff happening around Miami. But I would say like another one, like a 1B.
Wait, chill. I don't even give mine. It might be my 1A.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
it is.
Yeah, watch. Say it.
November?
Okay, close.
I don't know. Honestly, it's weird. It's like last 2 weeks of November, first 2 weeks of December.
Wait, chill. All right, you've said enough. Get back to me. Because my favorite month, my best month of the year for me is December. I love December. Specifically, December in Miami in the sense of it's the best weather because it's the coldest we get, and it's it's like 50s and 60s, which is like for me that is the ultimate weather. It's also Christmas. Like, who doesn't love Christmas time? Like, it's just it's just the best. Like it's being together with family and friends, and it's the end of the year, and you're about to kick off something new, and then you also really get New Year's Eve, right? That falls under December. So in terms of holidays, I think it's definitely, in my opinion, the best. And then, weather down here in Miami. And then plus, you do get every sport, right? You don't have necessarily any like massive, like, well, I guess, no, that's not true. You get full bowl season, right? College football bowl season. You get, NFL, not playoffs, but the end of the season where things get really tight. You got NBA, you got NHL. So you've got everything sports related, you've got everything non-sports related, and also just like in work related, right? Like who works in December? Like that's like, that's the end of the year. So like the second half of December, like everyone's off. So I'm going with December as the best month. So I love it.
Is there a month you just can't stand?
I was going to say May 1st. So May is a strong month because like, dude, once again, it's like, I go back to high school with May. Baseball season, crispy air, but it's getting warm. It's the last month of school. The vibe, the energy is like nuts because you're going into the summer. Everything's picking up, like Pooch said. And then Christmas, obviously. December, we probably got my top three out of our whole group.
Yeah, facts. And in terms of like worst month, like there's not really a worst month, but like honestly for me, it's probably like August in the sense of like it's like the end of summer. There's no sporting events basically. Like it's like that dead period where it's just like I think it's
hot
like,
as shit.
It's hot as shit. It's just baseball, and it's not even playoff baseball. It's just like you're 2 months away from that. So like it's just like an awkward sports period. It's also like when you're a kid, you're like summer's over. I got to go back to school. Like I'd probably say August it would be ranking lower on my list.
I hate August because I feel like especially down here, like it is the worst traffic because everyone's like trying to get their kids back to school, and for some reason over the summer they forgot how to get to school. Right? They forget how to get there. No se acuerdan de cómo manejar. They take all these like stuff. I'm like,
Dude, what?
Papa, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I love when Pooch
like,
goes full Hispanic,
week of
bro.
August, like it took me like 50 minutes to get here, and I live 3 miles away from the office. So I hate August because of the traffic, and obviously like everyone just like it's kind of like the start of like not the new year, but it's like that turn of like school year and stuff. And everyone just kind of get back in the motion, and it takes everyone to get like a minute to get really back into it and get back in the groove. So that's why October is solid, because it's just kind of a flow by there.
I hate to say it because it's my birthday month, but dude, January kind of sucks.
Yo, chill, Bobby. No, that's our birthday,
listen,
bro.
I know it's my wife's birthday too, but the reality of it is, you get all the cold and nonsense, but none of the good shit about December. Like it's just cold. It's just cold. Christmas is gone. Year. There's no holiday in sight. You're just kind of sitting there like, what the hell do we do now? Christmas over, New Year's is over. Like New Year's kind of pushes you out there a little bit, gets you on back in there. But like January kind of, I always love January because I got my own shit, which maybe it works out better for me and you. Like we could just make it about us selfishly.
Exactly. No,
but like reality is though, January really ain't hitting on much.
I'm with you. I'm actually with you. Outside of really our birthdays, like January. And also, like, it's different in Miami, right? Because we don't really deal with cold. But, like, January, February are, like, the dead zones. Like, if you live in a cold area, like it's, like, the worst. There's a reason people leave cold weather places to come to Miami during those times. But, yeah, January, it's just always going to rank a little bit higher because, yeah, Bobby, like you said, selfishly, that month is about us, baby. And so we make it about us. But awesome. Well, gentlemen, is there any final thoughts here before we close?
If you got no plans tonight, Marlins opening day.
Yes. Over
at Marlins Park, I believe first pitch is at 7:10. Go to a Marlins game, right? It's going to be an exciting time, right? You know, last year the Marlins showed some flashes. So, you know, man, we saw what it looks like in the World Baseball Classic. When that stadium packs up, it's a good time. So, you know, go to the game. It's really not that expensive. You can get great seats. And like I said, man, baseball, it can be fun with the people you go with. And we're all going to be out there, right? Dave's going to be out there. Dre's going to be out there. We're going to have a nice little group of people. Have a time, man. Enjoy a little under the lights baseball.
Hell yeah, Pooch. Bobby, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. I'm really just happy to be at the end of the week. Your boy had a rough week. The lower back is screaming. I'm excited just to get on the couch, spend some quality time at the house.
I love it.
That's about all I got.
I love it. Just chill on the couch, Bobby. Get better. But if you're leaving your house, my final thought is go watch Project Hail Mary this weekend. Incredible movie. And yes, like Pooch said, go support the Marlins. We'll be out there today. So if you're out there and you see us, feel free to go up to Pooch and just yell "Papa" in his face. All right.
Don't get me going, bro. I'll bury them under the mound.
Dude, somebody just walks up and goes "Papa" and punches the shit out of him.
Yeah, I love it. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from. But as always, if you can hit us with a subscribe on YouTube, that is a huge help. But yeah, thank you for keep watching, for supporting. We'll see you next Friday.
Un abrazo, mi gente.